Are you ever worried about getting injured in the gym? Don't be. Today I'm going to share my personal 3-step warm-up routine that keeps me safe when loading up heavier weight. I've even prepared a quick guide for you to follow along with or screenshot for future reference. But if you want me to dive into the why and the how, stay tuned, starting with our crucial first step, cardio. Now, I know that was probably a jump scare for you big bodybuilders out there, but do not fear. What I'm talking about is low intensity, steady state cardio. What most people don't know is that in order to get your body ready to lift heavy weights and not get injured, you don't need to do elaborate stretching routines with bands and bars. It's really not that complicated. The biggest factor in injury reduction is literally raising your core's body temperature. So for our list cardio, we'll be doing 5 minutes on either the treadmill or Stairmaster with our heart rate at 55 to 65% of its max. Now, if you don't know your max heart rate, it's pretty simple to figure out. You take 220 minus your age. So for me, that would be about 197 beats per minute, and 55% to 65% of that would be 108 to 128. It doesn't have to be perfect. I like to hover right around 120, and that'll be just enough to get you into a light sweat. But most importantly, increase our core body temperature so that we can prevent the likelihood of injury. Step 2 in our 3-step process is dynamic stretching. One important factor from this step is the difference between dynamic stretching and static stretching. You do not want to do static stretching before a heavy lift. That has actually been shown to decrease performance. My stretch of choice on days when I'll be utilizing my quads and hamstring muscles are leg swings. These are fairly easy and you can really feel your muscles warming up. I will normally do about 2 sets of 12 on each leg, and on days where I bench or am more upper body focused, I'll do the same thing but with arm swings and arm circles. This is a great way to prep your muscles for action before introducing any kind of load. The final step in our process is the progressive pyramid. If you take anything away from this video, take this. I see way too often people sit down on the bench press or squat rack and load up 2 plates on their very first lift. Now, unless you are extraordinarily strong, this is not only hindering your overall performance during working sets, but it's also hugely increasing the risk of injury. I know it may be tough on the ego to load up a bar with 5 to 25 pounds for your first couple of sets, but please, trust me when I tell you it is so worth it when you're able to circumnavigate the injuries that plague so many lifters when they neglect warming up. Now, what this warm consists of is 5 sets where each set you are lowering the number of reps while simultaneously increasing the amount of weight you do. That way, we can ensure we are introducing the load at a rate that our body can handle, while not tiring ourselves out for our working set. If you are new to lifting and you're unsure what your 1 rep max is, just use what your first 1 rep max goal weight would be, and if you notice you're not tired, stick with that weight. Else, you can lower it over time. An example of this pyramid, for me, would be if I take my 1 rep max for bench press, which is 405. I would start off by loading 40% of that and do a set of 5. I would then do a set of 4 with 50%, a set of 3 with 60%, and my final warm-up set, which would be a set of 2 for 70%. At that point, you'll be warmed up and ready to go with whatever your program entails, with the confidence that your body is prepared. I hope that this video was able to give you guys a good understanding on why we even want to warm up, as well as an actionable game plan on how to successfully set your body up to lift while reducing the likelihood of sustaining an injury. Feel free to screenshot the graphic at the start of the video and refer to that the next time you go out and lift. I also wanted to give a huge thank you to everyone that watched my last video. I was not expecting it to have such a positive response with everyone commenting and liking and subscribing. So that's definitely really motivated me to push out more content, and I look forward to bringing it to you all soon. Currently, I'm finishing up one of Jeff Nippard's programs, so I'll be attempting some 1 rep maxes soon. Comment if you want to see that. See ya!